What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Official Alex, and in this video we will be talking about how I found out I was pregnant. Right. Okay, so before we get into this video, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Also go back and like my last video, comment on that video, and let's just get into this video. So I went out of town for 4th of July. Keep in mind, if I was out of town for 4th of July, I was pregnant the whole time. So, found out I was pregnant July 19th, which was, I believe, a Friday. Yeah, I believe it was a Friday because I ended up going to my best friend's house that night. Okay, so the night before, me and my best friend, we went to the Riverwalk. If you are from Jacksonville, if you've ever been to Jacksonville, basically it's downtown where it's just like a trail where you can walk. But we went to Friendship Fountain. So it's basically like a water show until like 10 o'clock. And then, yeah, it cuts off. But you can be out there anytime. So we went out there and something just did not seem right. Like, keep in mind, I was young and turned. Like, I was smoking, I was drinking. It was just, you know, it was just normal. It was just a normal week, but something felt off. So like whenever I see my best friend, I was just like, I don't know. Like, I really just don't think that I'm gonna do anything tonight. Like, of course, I don't mind being, I don't mind being out with people that are, drinking or whatever, because I'm not easily influenced. Like, if I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it, and I don't have the type of friends that are gonna pressure me into doing it. So boom. So that night, basically at first I was like, no, I'm just gonna cancel. I'm gonna tell her like, just bring my other friend. That way, y'all can still go have a good time. But yeah, but something told me like, no, because the way your headspace is, it's just like, I feel like you would benefit more from being around your friends. So boom. So at the time, I don't believe I had my car. I don't think so. I don't think I had my car. That's a long story. But I did not have my car. So I door dashed 2 pregnancy tests. That's what I did. And I think I ordered some snacks as well. But basically, we left before the DoorDash got there. So I was joking and da da da. And I was just like, yeah, because I got to get back to my pregnancy test at my door. She's like, what? I play it out, boom, boom, boom. We just have a good night. After we get there, she comes back to drop me off, and she sees like, oh yeah, like something at the door, because I was not playing. Like, I really got the pregnancy test, and I don't know. Okay, so my cycle has always been irregular, so I asked my mom like, when is the best time to take a pregnancy test? At that point, when I asked her, it was not for me. Like, it was just, I have friends my age. They obviously not gonna ask their mama, and I wasn't really doing much to ask her. Like, like I really wasn't going through none of that. So basically she was like, the best time to take it is first thing in the morning, like very first time you go. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I wake up the next morning and I take the test. I'm pretty sure I do have a clip. I'm gonna insert the clip if I can find it, but I took the test. And when I took the test, like, it was just a whole bunch of emotions going on, because obviously, like, once you see that test and it's positive, like, your whole life is about to change. Like, no matter how long you've been pregnant before you took the test, if you don't know, it's not gonna bother you. But whenever you take the test and it's confirmed, it's just like, whoa, like, what do you do? So obviously I called my friend, and then she didn't answer, but it was really, really early. Like, I wake up before my best friend, and I'm like, okay, whatever. She sleep. I text her, hey, like, call me when you get this. She like, okay. As soon as she wakes up, she calls me. She's like, what's up? I told her I took a test and it was faint. And she was just like, we'll take another one. Like that's why they come two in a pack. I've never found a pack that was two in a pack. Like any other time, like I went with my friends to get one. When they bought one, it was normally just one. But obviously, the luck I have, it actually was two in a pack. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go and I take it. And you know, like the amount of time they tell you to wait, that thing popped up so fast. I don't know if it was because, like, you know, like when you go to the doctor, they tell you to pee first and then pee in a cup and then pee again. I don't know if it was that and it just made it come up faster or what, but baby, that thing popped up so fast and it definitely said, you're pregnant and you need to figure out what you about to do. So I'm like, oh, okay. So me being me, I think I'm a very mature person for my age. Like 21 years old, graduated from college. I've lived by myself, and I've not been without a job. Like since I've started working, I've not stopped. So I feel like I'm very intelligent, and I feel like I'm very mature for my age. So when it came down to my next move as a former daycare teacher, we already know I can't do it. Like I can't skip the mission, basically. I can't turn down the mission. Like I'm just in the situation. I'm fit for kids. I've always been a great teacher. I've been an amazing tutor. I've been an amazing babysitter. So boom, like it's just I guess it's just my turn. So I told my best friend like I'ma go get checked out. Like obviously the test is positive, but there are ways for stuff to happen. Also my cycle is irregular. So like whenever you put like your last cycle inside of the thing, it might be a little off because the time frames in between my cycles were not the same like a person who has a regular period. So I'm like, okay, cool. I go nervous as all get out. Basically, she does the HCG test, which is the same test that they're gonna do at the doctor. Keep in mind, I went to a women's health center. Um, Free test. They try to ultrasound. If it's too early, then obviously they can't do it. But yeah. So basically, I went, confirmed my pregnancy. They asked me what I wanted to do, asked me if I wanted to be connected to a church. I did get connected to a church, and I went through an amazing um, program, and they threw me a baby shower at the end. I'll get more into that if y'all want to, but yeah. So after that, I think I waited. So I went to my best friend's house for the night, talked to her. Um, I family, told my family, I believe the next day, but I also told my child's father the next day, like from taking the test. It was just very overwhelming, and I ended up telling him. So his birthday was the very next day, which made all of that like very chaotic and very just a lot. So he was about to turn 21. He found out he has a kid on the way the day before. Boom. Also, I'm very in tune with my body. Like I log everything, any complication, any abnormality, any. I let my doctor know, and I ask questions. Like I just ask questions because obviously I've never been 21 before. Also, we can get into that when it comes to talking about doctor's appointments. But yeah, so I found out I was pregnant. I told my child's father the day after, the same day that I told my mom, my sisters, my aunt, and my grandma. And then I basically just went with the process. I wrote with the punches. I ended up getting a OBGYN and I learned how insurance works very fast. So I did get insurance through my new job. So it was really good, like amazing. But later on that week, basically like the next week, because I went on a Friday, that next week, I went because I was having a little discomfort. And I just wanted to make sure that I was okay, that the baby was okay. I went and they did a internal ultrasound because it was very, very early. So you could see like the sac in there, but there was like no visual of the baby because the baby was so little. Like when I found out I was pregnant, the baby was the size of an apple seed. You know how small a freaking apple seed is? It's freaking tiny. So yeah, I went. They basically told me like, yeah, you're pregnant. Boom. It's just gonna be like some changes. Like your body's just gonna change. It may be uncomfortable, but it should not hurt. So through this process, I have noticed the difference between hurting and discomfort because when you tell somebody you're pregnant and your stomach is hurting, that's severe. You need to see somebody. It might be stress. Like, you just need to die down what's going on. If you tell somebody that you're having some discomfort, then that just simply means that you're uncomfortable. It's just not normal. It's just not what you've been doing, like what you're not used to. So basically, found out I was pregnant July 19th, and then I graduated in September, moved in the end of October, and then now I'm here in November, about to be the beginning of December, and my second baby shower is coming up. I have had no like really really bad symptoms. I've only thrown up twice. Thrown up one time before the baby shower in Jacksonville, and I thrown up one time when I was in Jacksonville when I was working. I went on break. I literally was like, I don't feel good. Drank some water. I laid down. As soon as that water touched my stomach, I was like, oh no, this has to go. Like, I threw up anything that was in my stomach and anything that was not in my stomach. I threw up. So, yeah, that's the story of me figuring out that I was pregnant. Process has been great. Been great. No problems. Um, Very, very good pregnancy. Like, no complications, no issues, low risk. Um, my very first child, my very first pregnancy. Very first child, very first pregnancy. It's been smooth. It's been real smooth. Also, I just want to let y'all know, people that always say, I want my first child to be his first child, you do not know what you are asking for. Because you have to realize you may be ready for a huge drastic change, but that person may not. And not saying that my situation has been bad. It's just simply saying that some people come around later, some people come around right then, some people change their minds, some people have a denial stage. So like, you just never know because everybody's different, and it's pregnant women that have a denial stage. So that's real. I just feel like everybody's different, and the way I got through it, I kept praying. I kept praying through it. Sometimes it hurt. Sometimes I felt alone. Sometimes, because even if you have all the support, at the end of the day, you're the only one carrying the child. It took two to make the child, but it takes one to carry the child. Like, one. That's it. But yeah, hope y'all like this video. Subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications, and I will see y'all in the very next video.